morning and welcome to our Fraser Island tour vlog. Today we are off to Fraser Island, which is GARI Island. We've booked it through GARI Island Tours, which is formerly known as the Nomad Tours, and I'll put all the details below of the costings and what it includes. But it's for 2 nights, 3 days, some camping included, and it's bloody hot, very, very warm, so it's going to be fun. We're currently packing, so yeah, I'll see you there. Tom's packing everything ready. Make sure we've got everything ready.
Don't need that
to go. And all of our alcohol in the fridge.
Take your advent calendar.
We're going to leave the advent calendar. We met everyone at the BP in Rainbow Beach, but you can also meet at Noosa Nomads Hostel, where the majority of them met, and they drove the cars over to the BP to fill up. And then we went to the office, which is about 5 minutes away, and had a brief about the island and sign all the paperwork and show licenses if you're driving as well. From there we headed to the inskip point to get onto the barge. We waited for about 10 or so minutes, it wasn't long, and made our way over to the island. The cars were 8-seaters, so I was usually sat at the back. As the majority of the group met at the hostel first, there wasn't enough space for Tom and I to be in the same car, so we are on separate cars for the majority of the trip. So, it was an experience. I haven't driven, Tom's driven, so we'll see if he's got more stuff to talk about. But I'm trying to walk to the toilet so I can get changed. And yeah, we'll go from there. We just had lunch, we had sandwiches. After the sandwiches, go for a swim. Apologies about the previous clip being cut short. In the briefing we were told to always stay as a group of 4 minimum due to the dingoes, just in case something happens. This is very rare, but I would rather be safe, so I did rush to the toilet block. This morning was great. Our car was in charge of the lunches, which were just sandwiches for the day, so we had to cut up the salads and everyone helped themselves, so it was pretty easy. We drove for a while on the sand and arrived at Lake Wabby. It's a freshwater lake directly adjacent to the Hammerstone sand blow, which is slowly moving into the lake, which means eventually the lake will disappear. So we were so thankful and lucky to have been able to see it and to swim in it. It is the deepest lake on the island at 12 metres, so it was perfect for a nice cold dip on a very hot day. After a long and also very bumpy ride, we arrived to our camp for the next 2 nights. This camp exceeded all of my expectations. All of the tents slept 4 people on single beds. Each bed had a super comfy mattress that you could also zip the tent in 2 compartments to have some privacy if you wanted. We also had a huge camp kitchen with benches and seating for everyone. There was a fridge for all of our food and eskies for the drinks. We just needed to purchase some ice. There were also shower blocks available with warm showers and 2 toilet blocks as well. Good morning.
Morning. Good day yesterday. First day of the... Good day yesterday. First day of the Fraser Island. Fraser, we're not going to call it that anymore.
No.
We're calling it GARI Island. We'll fill that in later, maybe in a voiceover. Arrived, chatted to everybody seems really nice. Got the barge over, then we drove on the sand for a little bit and then we had to come in mainland because the tide was in. So how you drive on the island is based on the tides. If it's in, then it's all just soft sand, so you need that hard sand to get out. I drove second in my car. Lots of good soft and hard sand driving. Really, really good. Worth waiting the 2 weeks just to be able to drive the car.
Yeah.
We then drove up to the first stop, which was for lunch, he's divided the cars up. Our tour guide Ian has divided the cars up into responsibilities, and Kristen's car has got the lunch.
Yeah.
So they do lunches. We stopped, had lunch, and then we had a bit of a trek, 2.8 kilometres, 2.6 to the Emerald Pool, which is a natural lake in the middle of the island. Then a nice little drive back to camp, where my car had dinner. So we did the dinner run.
Sweet
and sour chicken. Yeah, I cooked the chicken. Kilos of it. Loved it. Really good dinner. Couple of drinks. But everyone was so tired. It wasn't heavy. It was just literally a couple of drinks. I think I had 2. You had 2.
3.
But you had the cans.
Yeah, small cans.
Went down to the beach after 9 o'clock because it all goes a bit quiet up here, just for 45 minutes to look at the stars. Because uninterrupted view, no light pollution.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Kind of like Iceland again, which was nice. Before coming back up to sleep. Really nice tents. That have you already done a room tour?
Yeah.
You've done it?
Yeah.
Tents are amazing, so it was really easy to sleep. So that was yesterday. Really good. The footage and the videos will do it more justice than me talking. So.
And then this morning we had a beautiful breakfast that car 2 had made for us.
Car 2's on breakfast. They've got the short straw, 100% on the
Yeah.
short straw. Sorry guys.
But yeah, bacon, eggs, toast, jam, cereal, everything, coffee, tea. It was so good. So just finished breakfast, and then I had a shower, but I'm guessing everyone's gonna go for a shower after breakfast. And then we're gonna go to the champagne pools, which I'm really excited about. I've seen quite a lot on champagne pools videos, so I'm quite excited.
We're taking you to so many rock pools now.
More driving. My driving went okay. I nearly rolled the car, but it's fine. I didn't get stuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so even if you're nervous about it, just do it. Like it's fine. And then later onto Eli Creek. So we'll take some videos and we'll show you all that. So the really good thing about these tours is that only 2 groups are allowed in one place at one time. Obviously this excludes the people that come to this island not on a tour by themselves, but it does mean that the places aren't packed with tour groups. The champagne pool was full this morning, so Ian, our tour guide, created this really cool idea called Pick for a Pint. Each car goes and picks up as much litter from the beach as possible, and the car with the most rubbish at the end gets free pints. Tom and I weren't going back to the hostel, so we wouldn't have got one anyway, but we loved the idea of how passionate he was about keeping the island clean. So each car got a chance to stop their own car, and everybody ran to get as much as they could find. I must say our legs were sore the next morning because running on sand is not enjoyable. And after this we then visited the champagne pools.
I'm good. I don't think I should go in the bin, but it's going to count towards the rubbish.
It does. It
Doesn't.
It's like what do you call it? Plywood. Yeah. And cardboard. Couple of bags as well. Oh. This is the hardest thing. Do you know the biggest thing I get out of this is, right, before we came up the beach, all this stuff was here in the sand on the beach. And because you guys have done something about it, it's all going to be taken off the beach. So it means that you guys have incredible power in your hands. I was talking with someone before. My generation has fucked a lot of things up, and you guys, it's up to you to step up now. So this shows you have the power to make a change, right? Something as simple as this, and I guarantee you're going to see rubbish wherever you go now, right? None of you saw it when we first started today. Did anyone see all that as we were coming back? There were bottles by the ocean, there's bits of rubbish. All right, your brain has made a bit of a switch, and from now on you're going to see it. You have the...
After the cleanup results, spoiler, each team won, which meant every car got 2 pints free between them. We went to Eli Creek. I can confirm this is not tranquil and it's not relaxing, especially when you had the tube that we did. It was very small, so not stable at all, but the water was crystal clear and super cold, so perfect when it was so hot outside. The SS Maheno ship was built in 1905 and one of the first turbine-driven steamers. The ship took regular trips from Sydney to Auckland and was used as a high-end cruise ship for quite a while. However, due to her speed, she was needed as a hospital ship in World War I. All of the grand designs inside were unfortunately stripped out, and it was all painted white and stripped to its basic functions. In 1935, she was sold to Japan for scrap, but when being towed through the Queensland waters, a cyclone snapped the tow chain and the ship drifted over to GARI Beach. Over time, it has been stripped and sold for scrap metal and broken down by the sea and the salt, but it still remains in pretty amazing shape.
So this road is the busiest road on the island. Lake Mackenzie is the most visited attraction on the island, and this road also goes right across to Kingfisher Bay, so it gets the most traffic. In some sections this will get up to 3 meters deep. So we are now driving into the only wet tropical rainforest on a sand island anywhere in the world.
it on video.
Whiskey bar.
No. Overheated again. Okay. For the how many time?
All time now?
Fourth time. And for the fifth time today, this morning. And this is the sixth time?
Well, now it's evening.
This video is not sponsored, but Tom and I thoroughly enjoyed our trip with GARI Safari Tours. It wouldn't have been the same without our tour guide Ian, so if any of you lucky people get Ian as your tour guide, please say hi from us. After our amazing time on the island, we decided to visit Tin Can Bay. It's famous for feeding wild dolphins. For only $10 per person, you can feed the dolphins one fish. It started with a local fisherman who noticed an injured and sick dolphin. He fed her every single day until she was back to good health and was able to swim off. However, she came back with friends and they were also fed. So for years the dolphins have passed down to their young that they can have food and safety here. You're strictly not allowed to touch them and they're only fed the equivalent of a snack each day. It's still not guaranteed to have all the dolphins appear on one day, but we got super lucky and they all came to us on this morning.
So the dolphins are pregnant for 11 months and if they have to they can hold on for another month. I just equate that to going to the toilet if I had to hold on for another month. So if there's danger or not enough food or whatever, they can hold on for another month. When the little calves. So this is Patch. Might as well just stop talking what I was telling you about. So all the dolphins have a little bits of bumps and lumps and scrapes, and that's how.
Hey guys.
Yo.
We're going to do a quick recap of our GARI Safari tour. What was your favourite bit?
Joint. I discovered I've got a thing for shipwrecks with the Maheno. As you can see, we've got some really cool drone shots, so it's been awesome to go back through those. Or just the 4x4 experience, driving on the sand in the 4x4s. So yeah, I'll go with those two. What about you?
Nice. Again, I've probably got two. The Lake Wabby, the green one, just because it was the first lake that we saw and it was such a long walk to get to, and then it just appears out of nowhere. Joint with probably looking at the stars, just because there's no light pollution and it was just nice to sit on a beach.
I'm checking over your shoulder for dingoes all the time. It's fine, I had dingo sticks.
So
that red one that I'm like throwing repeatedly into the sand is just a long piece of UPVC like plumbing pipe. In fact, the compound fenced off and there is electrified cattle grid, and then there's just wire fence that's also electrified all the way around, and you've got entry and exit points. Either side of those, like on the way in and then on the way out, there's two wheelie bins with the holes drilled in and these UPVC pipes just bung through the top. And they are dingo sticks to fend them off if need be. My least favourite bit was probably scraping the barrel Lake Mackenzie, just because it was fun to drive to it and that was really good, but the walk to it was really short, just a bit underwhelming. It was quite busy. Once you go past sort of like 5 metres away from the edge, it's just dark blue and you can't see anything.
yeah.
And it was a bit overcast that day, so maybe just those factors, just sort of scraping the barrel, but it's still a really good time. I didn't think about it at the time, just on reflection and going through the videos and stuff. Usually for me it'd be food, but the food was brilliant.
Food was so good.
Tents, brilliant. Maybe we didn't get our own. just because I felt bad waking people up to go for a wee.
Yeah.
Other people driving was sometimes a bit sketchy, but that was fun as well. That was part of it, sitting in the back. There we go.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that actually.
Because the rear seats have just got the clearance of the seat, and you have to sit like that in the back. And there's 3 of you. It's 3 driver, passenger, and being in the back is not comfortable.
Least favourite was probably the fact that we didn't really experience it together. Obviously, as I said, when we first arrived, we were in separate cars because there wasn't enough space for us in one car. So I think because of that, we kind of made separate friends, and then I feel like we were kind of separated for the most of the trip. I feel like we experienced it separately, which was sad because it was one of the trips that I wanted us to experience it together. I don't know.
I think that we just had more to talk about when we did come back together. But yeah, two ways, double-edged sword.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna finish this video here. If you've watched this far, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked the video, please like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to us, and we will see you on our next vlog.
Stick around for the bloopers.
Good morning. So do a welcome vlog. Yeah. Okay.
It's just a bit annoying, so I need a wee all the time. So
Yeah.
get up in the middle of the night. I don't want to wake people up, but didn't have a choice.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Go. Old man bladder. Yeah.
Would you mind holding it? No, I'm just gonna go dead. Thank you. Just check with this door.
Okay, gear selector in 2, get some momentum up here on the hard, and follow my tracks.
Right. And what was your least favourite?
You.